let's face it, sometimes it's hard to hear the brutal truths and examine ourselves, but we need to question ourselves a lot to understand how and why we feel, perceive, think, and act in certain ways. It takes courage and work to know and master ourselves. But if we are willing to do this work, it's more likely for us to get the extraordinary quality of life we desire and deserve. So it's all worth it, don't you think? Do you often experience comparing yourself a lot? Do you get annoyed easily sometimes? Have you ever felt and experienced at some point in your life that everything you do seems meaningless and unfulfilling? In this video, I'm speaking about 9 signs that we are being rude to ourselves, whether we realize them or not. So make sure to watch until the end to be more aware whether or not you're hurting yourself and learn new empowering self-love habits that you could implement right away. Number 9. You often compare yourself and your lifestyle with others. Whether you're aware or not, admit it, you experience this very often, countless times, especially when you're browsing your social media. So do I. Know that each one of us has different wants, goals, and dreams, as well as we are on different stages and unique situations in our lives. So, instead of comparing yourself with other people and feeling shitty about yourself, why not just try to get inspired and empowered by them? Next time you experience this, acknowledge it and try catching how you think and feel at the moment, and then ask yourself why you feel that way. Seeing your friend or someone you know happy and successful doesn't mean that you failed, Then smile and decide to be happy for that person. Or you could just literally say to that post of him or her on Instagram, "I'm happy for you, you deserve this." Then start thinking of the things that you're grateful for, whatever you have, whatever situation you are in, or just be thankful for having the eyes to see that post on Instagram, or having the fingers to scroll more posts on your phone, or having the ability to think and feel. Now, even if the person didn't know that you wish him or her well, the peace, kindness, and grace that you feel within yourself are actually what you gain. How cool is that? If you do this every time, over and over, I promise you that it's going to get easier and easier until such time that you don't have the need or urge to compare yourself anymore. You are going to like yourself more and great things come your way. Number 8. You waste a lot of your time and energy on things that don't really serve you. Some things like thinking and dwelling on the past, hoping it could have been different, thinking about the movie that you watched yesterday or last week, binge watching on Netflix, thinking about the next episodes of Money Heist, watching the news 3 times a day, browsing social media 3 to 4 hours a day, and talking to toxic people and gossiping. These are just some of many things that we do that drain our energy and rob off our precious time. Think about giving up some of those things and replace them with habits that make you grow towards the person you want to be and the life that you want to get, like walking in nature, doing some sports and exercise, meditating, journaling, or reading a great book. After watching this video, grab a pen and paper, or better in your journal if you have one, and list down the things that you often do that waste your time and energy and no longer serving you, and how much time you're putting into them. And beside, list down some of alternative habits that you could do that would help you achieve your goals and be the better version of yourself. So what's the purpose of listing them down? Awareness, my friend. We cannot change the habits that we are not aware of. I'm not saying that I'm perfect on this, that I don't snap back or slip off. Sometimes I waste a lot of time as well on browsing my social media, and that is just okay. We're just humans. We just keep on trying every day and be more conscious enough, because choosing our energy, time, and attention go is very important. These are our vital resources, so leverage them wisely. On my last video, I emphasized why and how we manage our energy instead of our time. Check it out after this video and I'm sure it would help you in some ways. Number 7, you complain a lot, blame or resent people or any event. Sometimes we get pissed off easily, often on the things we couldn't control. We complain whether it's hot or raining, or when we are stuck in a traffic, or when the bus or train got delayed, or when the sales lady or waitress kept us waiting. Other times, we get grumpy but we're not even aware because we don't usually bother asking ourselves why we get upset. And that negative energy actually affects everything that we do throughout the day if we allow it. It's okay to complain sometimes, but it's our job not to stay upset all the time and let that mood ruin the rest of the day. There's many things that upset us outside our control, but we have the ability to choose how to feel and behave, or whether we exaggerately react or respond accordingly. Not long time ago, I watched a video from a YouTube channel intended to help people with real life problems. It's about 3 young girls, they're actually sisters, and they were being raped and molested by their own relatives. And the worst part is, they tried telling their mom, and guess what? She didn't believe them and didn't do something about it. I was so freaking upset after watching that. I took shower and I still kept thinking about how could they do that? Why are there people like this? I hate those rapists. I hope they go to jail. I ate my lunch and still thinking about why is the mother so stupidly careless? What the fuck was she thinking? So we went out and I was still talking about it. I spread the negativity. Before going to bed, guess what? You're right. I was still freaking worried about it. I kept on complaining, blaming, resenting just because of that single news, and I allowed it to ruin my entire fucking day. So before I went to sleep, I just looked at the amazing sky and the stars and prayed for these girls. Then I wrote on my journal all my worries and stresses and let it go. That's it. That's all that I can do at that moment. I've been avoiding news for 3 years now as much as I can. So the lessons I've come upon to realize is that it's not only important for us to avoid bad news, but also learn how to deal with the reality, accept that there's violence and injustice in this world, know that protecting our peace and vibrancy is our inside job, and don't spread the negativity because we're not only affecting ourselves, but we're also dragging down the energy of the people that we shared it with. So next time you experience complaining, blaming, or resenting, I want you to acknowledge that you're upset, then pause, don't think of anything else for 5 seconds, then take at least 5 deep breaths. And then you can decide how to respond. This simple habit alone makes a big difference. You could also go for a walk in nature or jog or go for a short bike ride, play upbeat music, meditate, journal, or do just some push-ups, whatever that suits you, that loosen up and interrupt your anger. Do it before it eats you inside and ruin your entire day. Our emotions are always temporary and we have the power to change them in an instant, but we have to be willing to do the work. If we do this every time, over time we'll get better in handling any situation, and it will be harder for us to get upset, blame, complain, or resent. And if we bulletproof ourselves and protect our peace all the time, the more likely that we would be focusing on the solutions instead of lingering on our problems. So do yourself a favor and always work on protecting your peace, people, because that is one of our most important tasks on loving ourselves. Ha! My spatula is back. Number 6. You always worry about what other people think and opinion of you. I've experienced being humiliated in public, gossiped, and laughed about, but now I don't give a shit. because I stopped having the need to explain to everybody and try to convince them to understand me. Give up the need to be liked because that's never going to happen. It's toxic to ourselves. By the way, let me remind you that they don't even think of you as often as you expect because they have their own life and their own fucking problems. So why would you care a lot what they think or say? They don't buy your food. They don't pay your rent. They don't make you rich. Or maybe if you're a celebrity, they don't like you. Fine. You don't even like them either. Forget about those people who don't like you and focus on the people who care, love, and appreciate you. So next time you do this shit to yourself, be conscious enough how you think and feel at the moment. Then go in front of the mirror, put your right hand on your chest and say, I like myself and I don't need everyone to like me. I value myself, I am worthy, and I appreciate and love my life. This self-love habit alone, if you do it over and over, you will feel more confident and less worried about what other people think of you. You're welcome. You're the only one, that's right, only you, could 100% accept the way you think, feel, and behave. So why not be your own best friend and your number one fan? Cool or cool? If this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Number 5, you always agree or say yes to everyone and everything. There's many things that we tend to say yes either to our family, our friends, or anyone that we don't really feel like doing. For example, if a friend asks a favor from you and you easily say yes, even if deep inside you don't really feel like doing it, but you did it anyway because you don't want to upset that friend. Or when someone invites you to a party, you said yes, but you don't really feel like going. Or when you easily accept others' opinion of you without reflecting and knowing the truth. Or when you say yes to your immediate gratification all the time, like buying stuff you don't really need to impress people you don't even know, trying to keep up with the Joneses or fit in the crowd. Just because it's popular or it's on sale doesn't mean that you have to buy it. These are just some of the things that we choose to do because of fear of upsetting or losing someone or trying to impress people who don't even know. If we say yes to this all the time, it means that we're saying no to ourselves. So next time, before you say yes to someone or something, ask yourself these questions first. Do I really want to do this? Am I at peace doing this? Am I not gonna regret this? Is it aligned to my values? Does this really serve me in any way or the person without this empowering him or her? Or is it really helping the person in the long run or making him or her get worse? Now, don't get me wrong, helping someone is one of the greatest sources of joy, but don't confuse between help and disempowerment. Help someone for something that they can do easily for themselves and make sure that it's aligned to your values and authentic you. Number 4, you take your life too seriously. How often do you laugh or even smile? It's important for us to cultivate the childlike mindset for us to be creative, kinder, and have more fun. Don't let the kid inside you be taken away by your seemingly bad experiences, the turmoil of your adulthood, and the hurly-burly of life. For God's sake, our time is very finite. We only have one fucking life, and it is too astonishing to miss out on it. Geek out to silly little things, like laughing on your partners or your own farts. Do things that are fun to you more often, like biking, gardening, playing badminton, or walking in nature, or whatever it may be. Understand that this is very important for you to live happier days that would absolutely spill over to other aspects of your life, like in your health, relationships, and career. Do the things that excite you, the things that give you bliss. Live in the moment. Enjoy and make the most out of whatever your here and now present you. Number 3, You don't celebrate your small wins. Often, when we achieve something, especially when it's small, we don't give ourselves the luxury to celebrate. And even if we do, we only do it for a few minutes or a day. But when we make a mistake, we beat ourselves up for a month or even years. When you're able to exercise for 5 to 10 minutes, did 1 minute plank, or you're able to resist eating chips or ice cream, or give a food or $1 to the beggar, smiled and held the door for someone, meditated for 5 minutes, whatever it may be, for God's sake, tap your shoulders and be proud of yourself that you're able to do these things. No one appreciates you verbally? Fine, do it for yourself. Say, "Great job, Joyce, I'm so proud of you." Feel it in your bones, or even better, hug yourself if you want. Seriously, nowadays I've been doing this myself and it really makes a big difference. Recently, I hiked at 3,000 meters high, and when I got to the top, I was literally tapping my shoulders like this and hugging myself like this. When we exaggerate the little accomplishments that we achieve, we actually gain more confidence and empowerment to do more of this. Big success is just an accumulation of these little, seemingly insignificant achievements that we choose to do and celebrate in a consistent basis. So go ahead, I'm giving you the permission to celebrate your small wins and feel prouder and longer than you usually do. 2. You talk poorly about yourself and others. At times, you're not even aware. Sometimes, these ideas are not verbally spoken, but we tend to create this in our minds and assertively believe in them. Whether you tell yourself that you're not good or smart enough, you're ugly, you're too fat, you're not good at anything, you're not worthy. Usually, we allow social media, the society, and the people around us to influence us to talk to ourselves badly. Now, it's time to let go of those, not easily accept of what other people's opinion of you, and take charge. If you talk badly about yourself, it is more likely that you speak badly about others as well. When we criticize or judge them in any way, we are not only hurting them, we are actually hurting ourselves more. When we are kinder to ourselves, we become kinder to other people. And when you hurt someone, you get upset and it eats you inside. So you're actually harming yourself more than you harm those people. It doesn't worth your peace and joy. So stop telling yourself all those negative voices, because you would ultimately believe in them until such time that it's harder for you to unlearn those beliefs. Again, grab your notebook or your journal and list down at least 5 things that you tell yourself negatively and the circumstances that these thoughts come to you. And write down some things, new empowering thoughts that you would replace them with. Visit this list often or whenever these negative talks creep in. Words are very powerful. They could make or break us. They change our state and confidence. So why not leverage words, do some affirmations, and love yourself even more? There's a link in the description below. Click it, download, print out the list of some affirmations that I created for you in which you could use. Post it in your bedside and read them aloud to yourself every morning to ingrain new empowering beliefs and start talking to yourself greatly to boost your confidence and self-worth. You're welcome. Number 1, you don't take health as your top priority. I believe that out of these 9 signs, this is the most important. When I say health, it is not only your physical health, but also your relationships, mental, emotional, and spiritual fitness. Self-care is making sure that you're eating and sleeping well, you have an exercise in a regular basis, you learn continuously, you cultivate a growth mindset, choosing better thoughts, solving better problems, dealing with stress accordingly, acknowledging and managing your emotions, practicing habits that feed your soul, and growing your relationship with your family and loved ones. On top of that, self-care and self-love are about cultivating and protecting the peace within yourself. If you're not healthy, any of your dreams and goals wouldn't make sense. You can't improve, you can't help anyone, you can't take care of your family, you can't succeed in your career, you're not the best person to be around with, you can't make a difference. Whatever you do or want to do, you're not gonna do great unless you take good care of yourself first. Being healthy is the very first foundation for us to thrive and achieve the quality of life we desire. Now, I have 3 questions for you. I created this channel not only for me to empower you, but also this is a place where you contribute your wisdom at the same time. So, here's the 3 questions. Which from these 9 signs that you're most guilty about? What can you add on this list that you find being rude to self and others? What other self-love habits or advice can you share to others to care and love themselves more? Take a screenshot of the questions and please comment your answers below for me and others to learn as well from you and connect with you, because together we grow. At the end of this video, there's a list of these 9 signs, including the self-love habits that I mentioned. So go ahead, take a screenshot or click another link in the description below so you could print it and post it where you can see it every day to remind yourself whether or not you're being mean to yourself. You're welcome. It is time to let go of the habits that are hurting yourself and that are not truly serving you. Maybe none of these signs that you don't already know, but take this as a reminder to know yourself better, dig deeper, and start saying hello to your 2.0 self. Mastering, caring, growing, liking, and loving yourself are your most valuable investments. It is not being selfish. Self-love is actually the foundation of all kinds of love that you could give to the world. If this video resonates with you or empowers you in some ways, please like, subscribe, and share it to at least 3 of your friends, family, or anyone that you know who needs to hear it. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I wish you more joy and abundance. Let us stay connected. Together, we grow. Bella ciao! Say lady. 'Cause I'm your lady. You are true loves, be grateful. And it was an epic fail because he didn't notice it. Couldn't control. Like